Hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Reacts to Other Reactors. I'm not really reacting to this in any kind of anthropological aspect, to be perfectly honest with you up front on this one. I made a community post about the whole Jaime French thing. If you are in the loop and you know what's going on, then you know what's going on. If you don't, Jaime French is a YouTube personality, YouTube creator. She does reactions to stuff. I think she's funny. I do. She also has a big Facebook presence, and that will come up. That's important. And recently, she put a video out, basically calling out the Amberverse and saying that the only reason people don't like Amberlynn is because she's fat. And a lot of people who don't know the community make that argument because, again, they're not well versed in the Amberverse, and so they don't know all of the details. And all they see when they watch these videos or look at Amber's videos or even the compilation videos, which is what Jaime watched, they just see the negative comments and to to a lot of people, it looks like bullying. I know a couple other people made reactions to Jaime's video. I guess my point is, I understand why Jaime made the video that she made, and I understand why she drew the conclusions that she drew. I get it. I also understand that Jaime doesn't see the whole picture. She doesn't seem to be as familiar with the Amberverse as a lot of people are. I also understand the internet is the internet. And it's entirely possible that Jaime made an Amberlynn video because she knew it was going to get clicks. Now, the weird part is that Jaime posted the video that she made on Facebook and only Facebook. Now, it didn't take long for it to make it over onto YouTube via several people. So that didn't work out. I personally think she put it on Facebook because she was trying to hide it. I think she was trying to hide the video. But it backfired. All you need is one reactor to find that video, and it's going to be everywhere. So there's that. I am not going to make a reaction to Jaime French's video. I just don't feel a need to it. I've watched it. It's eh. It's eh. Jaime makes some points, both pro and con Amberlynn. So, but her overarching conclusion in the video is that people are just mean to Amberlynn because she's fat. And it's not that simple. Yes, there are people who are simply mean to Amber because she's fat, because yes, those people exist. But that's not the majority reason why people take Amber to task like they do. A lot of us have issues with Amber's overall character and just the way she presents herself on the internet. Her being close to 600 pounds is probably the reason we started watching, but it's not the reason why we continue to watch, I guess is my point. Because if you've watched Amber for any length of time, she ain't losing the weight, guys. It's not going to happen. So there's that. Now, I am going to react to Michelle McDaniel's video about Jaime French because I like Michelle McDaniel, and I've watched this video and I thought she made some really good points, and I'd like to watch it with her. Also because I didn't know some of the stuff that Michelle brings up, and it doesn't put Jaime in a great light, unfortunately. So let us begin. I guess the only real I guess my major observation here is going to be the overall community and how the community reacted to Jaime French, negatively or positively, what have you. Some people thought the overall reaction to Jaime French's post was a bit much, blowing things out of the water, just making a mountain out of a molehill kind of a situation. And there are clearly some people that took Jaime's video as like a personal affront and decided to react that way. And then I think there's just people that just saw blood in the water and decided to jump on it. So, I mean, those people are always going to exist. So, uh that's my real observation on the whole thing. It's just it did impact the community. The community reacted very similarly to how it usually reacts when someone comes in and criticizes it. And it was predicted. As soon as I saw this damn video, Jaime's video, I was just like, oh wow, can't wait to see this one go down. So I just knew it was going to happen because I've watched it happen before. Anyway, let's watch Michelle's video. She is sped up only because I speed everybody up. So if she's particularly animated, that's because she's fast. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody who supports the channel. Thank you to the people who suggested I do this video, because this is actually requested. Maybe not highly, but it is requested. And thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to give this a thumbs up. I will be linking Michelle's video down in the description down below if you want to go watch it. And she doesn't need me to promote her video. Let me put it that way.
Oh, Jaime, I've been watching you.
I love her so much.
I've also been sick. Hi, welcome back to the channel where I break down internet drama so you don't rot your mind scrolling through the mindlessness of the internet trying to figure it all out yourself. So if you are like me and
Too late.
nosy and want to know about this type of drama 2 to 3 times a week, hit the subscribe button so I can deliver that juicy internet drama. So Jaime French, she is a YouTube commentator that started as a makeup channel
and use a natural skin tone foundation on the face. Did we do it right?
and morphed more into a commentary channel where she reviews movies, mustard ladies, and she does a little bit of weight loss content as well, like when she
Jaime French's review of the mustard lady was actually pretty funny.
got traumatized from taking Ozempic.
2020-ish, around the time where I healed my gallbladder. The colitis also went into remission around that time. So to be in remission with colitis for almost 3 years, only to be hit with a literal poop storm the day after starting this drug, I was pretty confident that I knew it was the drug causing it.
But according to Jaime, she creates okay videos every week and just a beige Becky creating garbage content for the masses. I mean, I guess I did say we are our worst critic. Well, there is new controversy when it comes to Jaime, and people are actually agreeing with her.
The newest one. Oh, this is the newest one, because I seem to think that before this she's on the carnivore diet, which I have a low opinion of. So I have the same opinion of the carnivore diet as I do of veganism, so there you have it.
Her description of her channel, and the more and more Jaime speaks about weights and diets, more people are saying that she's creating
garbage content.
You lost a lot of fans on your channel. Laugh my ass. Girl, stay in your lane and don't speak on the mess that is Amberlynn and you know nothing. And a lot of the comments are
It's those kind of comments that are the comments I'm talking about people taking things personally. That's a bit of an overreaction in my opinion, but whatever. Whatever. She did stick it out there. It is the internet. She did stick her finger in that pie. There you have it.
saying that she seems to be drifting more into fat acceptance Lululand. And then boom, Jaime French decided to post a video about Aberlynn Reid and people lost their goddamn minds.
So the fat acceptance thing is what was interesting to me, and Michelle makes a really interesting argument towards that, or at least maybe not making an argument towards it, but she does kind of put some stuff out there that I was just kind of like, oh, really? So this is where my attention got grabbed the first time I watched this, other than it's Michelle McDaniel. Girl, I love her so much. If Michelle ever does anything that like completely ruins her in my mind, I'm just going to be heartbroken. I really am.
They were pissed and they are demanding that Jaime does her research instead of protecting a beast of a person like Aberlynn Reid. Hey Jaime, it's very fat phobic of you to assume the hate for Aberlynn Reid has nothing to do with her weight. Research is key, honey. You lost a lot of fans on your channel. Aberlynn Reid is an abusive, manipulative narcissist. What a stupid mistake you made. Best thing for you to do is make a video and apologize to all the haters and speak the truth about Aberlynn Reid. It'll bring you more views and subscribers too. Why is Jaime always on such a high fucking horse?
Look, I'm not disagreeing that Jaime should have maybe done a little bit more research or just not made the video. Okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there was a better way to put that. That's all I'm saying. I was saying there was a better way to say that than the way it was said.
Always has the take of, oh my gosh, why can't people enjoy things? Like, bitch, they can. We could just also enjoy making fun of them for it. So let me break it down. What are you staring? Look, I need to tell you about
That
my
dog is so
personal issue. Vendetta. No, not really. But my personal, just a little problem with Jaime. An event kind of happened a few months ago that's kind of changed my perception when I saw this, which leads us to the new controversy.
And when Michelle brings this up, it actually kind of caught my attention too, because I was like, oh,
Of her kind of shielding, protecting, and stroking Aberlynn Reid from people on the internet. Let's get to my personal, tiny little and minuscule issue with Jaime French. So a few months ago, I would get a text from a friend that told me, Jaime French mentioned you in her 1,000 pound sister video. And I was like, oh, the girl that does the weird makeup videos? I watch her, I like her, let's see what she had to say. Let me check it out. What are you staring at me? So like I said, I watch Jaime. She does pretty deep dive videos. She seems to be able to constructively criticize a lot of different reality shows, influencers, and other people that are on the internet. So while I expected a video that would break down 1,000
and I think she does it in a funny kind of way. She and I have a very similar sense of humor. So that's kind of why I was like, oh, this is funny. But continue.
pound sisters to her audience and the many problems that many people who watch this show have with Tammy and why people have a distaste for her. I was surprised that I didn't get that at all. What I got was a video of Jaime pretty much feeling bad for Tammy and saying that people that talk about her only make fun of her because of her looks and her forehead fat. And then
Look, I don't like the Slayton sisters to begin with. I didn't like them when they were just YouTube peoples, and I don't like them as the television show. I don't think they're horrible people. I just don't like them. And that has nothing, their weight has nothing to do with it. Now, the way Tammy deals with her weight, I do have issues with that as well, but Tammy Slayton should give a shit what I think all the way to the bank. So there's that.
as I was watching, she plops me into the people that just make fun of her for her looks and her forehead fat.
The point is, I was taken aback at how dark and depressing this was because I had never seen a full episode. I had only seen YouTubers sort of make fun of these people.
I didn't know she had the capacity to put on even more weight, but she proved me wrong. I don't understand how much space she thinks she has in her forehead.
When in reality,
First off, Michelle's arms looked fucking amazing in that clip. Secondly, I was here for that. I remember watching that video because not only was I like, damn, her arms, but her lipstick was, I love that color. Anyway, you can't tell I have a YouTube crush. You are not paying attention. Anyway, my point, I did watch that video and I remember Michelle making that point and she's not wrong. Like, as much as I just got done saying that, like, Tammy's weight doesn't have much to do with why I don't like her. Like, she happens to be morbidly obese. I don't like Tammy's attitude, period. Like, at all. And Tammy is the first person I've ever seen who had that. I thought she'd had, like, elephantitis. I'm not joking. I didn't realize that was fat. That was just part of her obesity, was all of that weird shelf that she had on her forehead. I didn't know you could put fat on there. Like, I knew you could put on face fat, but it's so localized. It's just bizarre. And that's basically the point Michelle makes. We're not making fun of it. It's shocking and it's bizarre. And I mean, how many people do you see who look like that? And if you're going to put yourself on the internet, people are going to make comments about it. Trust me.
if you watched my original video, yes, of course we brought up Tammy's forehead, but why did we bring up
How
Tammy's
would you
forehead?
not?
Because she was extremely resistant to everything the doctor was saying. She gained weight at her next weigh-in, and the doctor said, you're gonna die if this weight keeps increasing. And I said, how much more of a wake-up call does one person need when you are gaining weight so rapidly and your fat has no other place to go but your forehead? That's when you know that it's getting
pretty dangerous.
But instead
I mean, yeah. That's weird. I don't have a better way to put it. It's weird.
of Jaime explaining that and giving just a tiny bit of context, she obviously watched my video if she found the forehead part, as I didn't title the video, let's make fun of Tammy's forehead. But Jaime morphed and shaped it in a way to make me and other people look like we just talk about Tammy and her forehead fat, which then sparked
It's even funnier, the forehead thing, if you've watched Michelle for any length of time, because there are videos where she will make fun of herself because she has a really high forehead. I don't particularly think she has a large forehead. I don't think it's any bigger than anybody else's forehead, but it's a common jest that Michelle makes towards herself. It's just funny that she's being taken to task for making fun of someone else's forehead when that didn't actually happen, just because like Michelle makes fun of her own forehead pretty regularly. Stop poking me.
And tell me that I'm a horrible, mean-natured person and a witch because I only make fun of Tammy's forehead and her looks. And the witch part is completely true, but everything else, no, it's not. And it's very easy to find that that's not what I do. Jamie, did you think I would never notice this? Did you think I wouldn't say anything? That's it. Laugh with mommy. Or don't, it's fine. So at the time, I was going to react completely out of emotion because I was so thrown off and I was going to dress up into the demon that Jaime French made me out to be. But then I was like, I don't need to react to every single thing someone says about me on the internet. It doesn't
Yes, you do. That's how the internet works.
matter. And when I started writing out my script, it just seemed like it just wasn't really needed. I was going to drum up all this drama off of this tiny little thing in a video. I also didn't feel like dressing up like a demon. So I just threw it.
Okay, first off, I really wish she had dressed up like a demon. Michelle does some amazing cosplay. Just homebrew. Like, it's just what she has laying around. And secondly, she's right. I mean, as much as I jest, sometimes you start reacting to something and you hear yourself and you're just like, is it necessary? Is this really gonna do any good? Or is it really even going to, in the end, make the point you're going to make? Or do you really want to kick that hornet nest? Oh my god. Anyway.
It out, forgot about it until today. I also still watched her. I'm not a person to refuse to watch someone for something like that,
Right.
but I found it very, very interesting that she would criticize like commentary channels as a whole and me that talked about a reality show when she herself is a commentary channel who speaks about reality shows constantly and also mocks people like Big Ed.
Going back to the commenting on commenters while also being a commenter, I think you can do it, obviously, but I think you have to also make note that you're self-aware of the fact that you are yourself one of the things you are commenting on. And I try to make that clear that I am aware of that when I do these. So also I have to interject every once in a while or else it's not a reaction, you guys.
But for some reason, Tammy Slayton and pointing out her unhealthy behaviors is completely not appropriate. And so months would pass by and more people started noticing Jaime French's hypocrisy when it came to obesity. And then she dropped her Amberlynn video and I sat in my chair laughing because I've been waiting for this Jamie at the edge of my seat like a mother cheetah on the prowl, watching her pray from a distance so she can feed her little baby cub some nourishment. And you served it to this on a a golden platter with a side of hot Cheetos.
The amount of how unbothered the dog is. He's just like, yep, this is my life. This is what I do.
Toasted.
Let's see what the internet has to say about good old Jaime French.
Girl, they're saying a lot. So this is what many
True
others
story.
have been saying and noticed, and Jamie proved us right once she posted the video of Aberlynn Reid. So my theory is that Jamie is so sensitive about her own weight, so sensitive that she's incapable of just listening to people constructively criticize obese people on the internet and then lumps all the weirdos that make fun of Amber's looks all together because she can't take any type of criticism when it comes to this sensitive topic for her extremely personally.
I don't know about the weight thing in Jamie, but the whole lumping everyone together is the issue that I think that's happening here. Is like, there are people who have legitimate criticisms about Amber, and I am one of them. At least I think I am. And then there's also people that just go after her because they can. I mean, there's really no other way to explain that one. But it's very easy to just lump those two together and everybody else in the middle and not understand the nuance of people who are criticizing Amber because Amber doesn't put her best face forward or any good face forward, in my opinion, at this point. And also people that are just like, you're a fat cow. I mean, yes, we get it. She's fat. Okay. Is that your only argument? Kind of a thing.
And in her video titled, "I don't get why people dislike her so much," with a big picture of Aberlynn Reid enjoying some Sketties, proves it. So you can go watch the whole thing on YouTube. Oh wait, no, never mind. Nope, not on YouTube, on Facebook. Wonder why she did that. That theory will come later. But I'm gonna break down the important parts to the Facebook video.
Honestly, as someone who doesn't watch Michael or Zachary Michael, because I don't, but I did watch Jaime French's video. As far as like, you can't watch Jaime French's video on YouTube because it's not on YouTube, it's on Facebook. If you wanted to see the whole video, I would recommend watching Zachary Michael's reaction to it, only because I do have criticisms of Zachary's reaction, but I think in the end, like, his points are very fair at the end of it. So I would recommend watching Zachary Michael's video of it if you wanted to see the full Jaime French video, if that makes sense.
Video. So in Jaime's video, she goes on and introduces Amberlynn Reid to her audience because on Facebook, no one really knows who Amberlynn is. Okay, the girlverse is mostly on YouTube. Facebook, not so much.
Aberlynn Reid is quite possibly like...
It's very popular on Twitter. It's very popular on Instagram. And, I mean, obviously YouTube. I checked Threads just for giggles. There's like 2 people, but they are there.
The most bullied person I have ever seen in the history of social media. Entire YouTube channels exist just to like compile things she does, says, eats. People don't like how she spends her money. People don't like how she tries on clothes. People don't like how she pronounces words.
She's not wrong though.
Wrong. Already 5 seconds in, Jaime, and you're already swaying the rhetoric of why people don't like Amber.
And Michelle is correct there as well.
I'm not even in the Amberlynn land. I find her very...
I like Amberland. I may start calling the Amberverse Amberland. It just sounds fun.
very boring. I have tried to watch videos so that I can make my own videos. I fall asleep and then I wake up triggered because the girl eats way too loudly, has the absolute lowest of low etiquette skills when it comes to eating. She's right up there with Trisha Paytas. I cannot watch their eating videos. But I do agree that many people critique every tiny thing she does. But Jaime, even I know, and I don't walk the Amberland roads, that people dislike Amberlynn for a lot more than the way that she pronounces words.
True. Everything Michelle just said. Including the mouth noises. I hate when she eats on camera, which is every episode. Yes, there are people there who just, in my opinion, just nitpick. They just nitpick, and I try really hard not to be that person. I don't know how well I succeed, but it is deeper than that. It really is, and I think that's where Jaime failed. Was Jaime's not wrong. People do go after Amber for how she eats, for how she talks, and for how she just anything. Pick something, and people will go after Amber for it. But the majority of legitimate criticism towards Amber isn't about those things. It's about Amber's personality, the way Amber presents herself, and Amber. It doesn't really have to do with her weight. I think her weight is what draws people in, and people either stick around or leave because of her overall character in the end. Because, I mean, the reality of the situation is we all probably clicked on this. We all started watching Amber because we either thought she was going to lose weight, or we were just totally fascinated by the fact that she even exists. Like, she's a big girl. But we stick around because we have things to say.
Mukbang.
So these are my just like theories that either Jaime knows that and just is so insecure about her own weight, she just ignores it, or she really believes that whole protect all fat people at all costs, that fat acceptance,
and that's the fat acceptance.
There. Or lastly, she actually doesn't research shit for her videos, which for me, I understand getting something wrong or not knowing something, but as we go on, you will see that she does actually know. We'll get to that later. And my third theory of her just not being able to research, it's not even real because she does very big deep dives on her channel, so she's very capable of researching and using Google. But I was seeing all these months since she made that video when I was in it, a little bit of them saying that she caters to fat acceptance and body positive type people, more true to me. Jaime goes on showing all of these clips and the food in this montage. It wasn't horrible, it wasn't great, you know, from a point of view of a personal trainer. All the foods were very high calories, low in nutrients, and shows why Amber is so obese. But Jaime plays it all off like this is just normal types of food to eat every single day and in copious amounts. And she knows people that eats way more than this, so it's not that bad.
See, and I guarantee if I scroll down to these comments, people are probably roasting her for eating a whole bag of lentil chips, but I know people that could put away 2 bags of that. First comment says, I love sharing food, said the girl with the most food aggression I've ever witnessed in a human being. Oh yeah, there's like entire compilations of people saying that she has food aggression. I don't even really know what that is.
I watched one of those food aggression ones of Amber's, and I have seen Amber be food aggressive. That's not it's just the compilation that I watched was not that. It was very strange. I was just like, how is any of this food aggression? But it's not my compilation, so.
I mean, you could look it up. You have time to do that before you edit this video.
When I think of food aggression, I think of my dog who would like, if another dog walked by his food bowl. I've never
Clearly, you've never seen the serial clip.
witnessed her acting like that, but people are mad.
I'll just do it for you, girl. Yes, food aggression exists in humans. Food is essential to the regulation of core limbic system processes. When obtained food is denied, a response similar to physical injury is observed. Notice that when a child is denied their favorite food, they can get very angry. Anyway, I'm totally guilty of reading something.
I wouldn't really go to Quora to be like my end-all be-all definition of something like food aggression, but I Googled it as well and got a very similar answer, so. And I didn't go any deeper than that because I don't need to. Amber has on more than one occasion demonstrated food aggression.
Something, or if I'm doing like a cold read of something where I'm like, I don't know what this is, I don't feel like looking it up. But at the same time, throughout the whole video, she's acting like, I don't know why people don't like her. Like, that's the question in the title. Maybe do a little bit of effort to figure out why people don't like Amberlynn, rather than looking at one montage video of her eating and being like, well, I don't know what doing. I just don't understand it, when she's made other videos that are deep dives before where she.
Also, you don't have to dig very deep to find decent compilations of people putting together why, in general, people don't like Amberlynn. Shaun of Steel just got done watching one. I forget who made the video, but it, for the most part, I agreed with everything in that, and it really did show the characteristics of Amber that a lot of people dislike. So you don't have to go far to find an explanation of these things. I mean, she was on YouTube. She was looking at compilations. You know, it would have been right there.
She utilized Google. The basis of Jamie's video is that people are very, very mean to Amberlynn for absolutely no reason.
It's just like eating as a normal person would eat. This is like something that my sister probably eats on a daily basis.
Well, then your sister is overeating, just like Aberlynn Reid, and she should probably get some help, because even though it's normal to eat like that in America, doesn't mean it's healthy. A lot of Jamie's claims as to why
Touche.
people only hate Amberlynn because she's fat and says words are pretty weak. So she brings up Logan Paul.
Ticks me off. I feel like if Logan Paul said that in a video, people would be like, yes, Logan, we stan. We hate mayonnaise. People will find
Logan Paul's the gamer, right? I know the name.
anything to get mad at her.
No, people would still get irritated because that's the internet. You say you like oranges and people are like, well, I like apples. It's just what they do.
You know what ticks me off?
Yes, you told me. But you know what ticks me off is when people try to spin a certain narrative that people hate fat people or any sort of type of group by bringing up a very fit white male and some mayonnaise. I didn't really understand the point of that.
Was it the mayonnaise?
Of course, people are going to be more nitpicky though with someone like Aberlynn Reid, a woman who started out as a weight loss channel, which then turned into a weight gain.
Girl, that's not even her starting before and afters. Or I guess befores. This is the after.
Channel, which then turned into some weird reality show where you see all the people that she dated and treated poorly, where we saw her not take care of her animals, daily excuses, etc., etc. I mean, at the least, Jamie, you could have mentioned that she started as a weight loss channel, and you couldn't even do that. Those were just me Googling a few videos about Amberlynn.
I'm laughing because of the water bottle. I constantly do that.
That she posted herself as to why people don't like her. It's not because she eats mayonnaise and says words. People started picking up that she's not the great person, and they started to not like her. And when many people don't like someone, then everything they do pisses you off. Like,
True. True. Never react angry. Because it doesn't end well. And then you have to reshoot it. And then you've wasted 2 hours of your life. Again, we're watching a video that I agree about pretty much all of it. I mean, I've had a couple little criticisms here and there, but for the most part, Michelle's really nailing it. And Michelle's not... I would not put Michelle in Girl World, or Amberland, as we will now be calling it. But even being on the peripheral of Amberland, Michelle still understands why Amber gets the criticism. She understands why Amber gets criticism better than Amber understands why she gets criticism. Amber is determined to make it about her weight. And then when people like Jaime French kind of back it up, I think it reinforces it for Amber, because when Abby Sharp put out her videos and was basically like, Amber gets picked on because she's fat. Amber was like, yeah, she's so right. And then she started to cry about it. And it was just like, no, this isn't why people don't like Amber. People don't like her because she's an unlikable person.
So let's get to my theory as to why it was posted on Facebook and not YouTube. It's very
Okay, I disagree with Michelle here. Morally and ethically. No, I'm joking.
very simple. The demographic on Facebook is who? Mostly boomers, older people who aren't going to take the time to look up a chick that eats spaghetti from a woman who's reporting that people are just mean to her because she's fat. It's safer. Jaime can post the video, look like a knight in shining armor, sticking up for the poor fat girl that's just trying to eat her sketties on the internet. She gets, the
Damn it, I want spaghetti.
points for that, and she gets to feel good about being sensitive about her weight while getting more followers on Facebook. She's got over 2 million on Facebook, rather than her YouTube is around 740,000, and I'm just saying that from my head. Was I right? Yes. Because if she posted it on YouTube, the place where everybody knows Amberlynn, and if they don't, they can quickly search Amberlynn videos, because if they did, they would find a slew of videos breaking down exactly why people don't like her. And it's not because she's fat. I'm wondering what was the goal of this video. There's a whole Amberverse on YouTube, and people picked this up quick, and videos are popping on YouTube already. When I talk about people in the Amberverse, y'all are crazy, okay? They are dedicated
I'm not.
to following what Amberlynn does, and if somebody makes a video on Amber, they're gonna know, and it's gonna get spread through the Amberverse. And many people are not appreciating the fact
And fast. It's like wildfire. It's like wildfire. I am routinely both impressed and terrified at how fast people will dig stuff up about Amber.
I honestly think she said that as a ploy to get haters to her channel. Well, it worked, lol. Here I am. She has to know the majority of people hate Amber, and it takes literally 2 minutes of research to figure out why. And it's not because of the way she eats or mispronouncing words, which, by the way, no one would even care about her pronunciation if she didn't constantly gas herself up as this poet and scholar who just has a way with words. Haters are right to knock her down a few pages, even over petty stuff. Not many people like abusers or people who falsely cry RAPE. To defend that is a slap in the face to all those who have been abused, and I would never support someone who defends predators. Pity at one point. I liked Jaime. I'm so disappointed. Well, the Amberverse
That comment is fine, in my opinion. It got a little heated there in the second paragraph. But overall, it wasn't personally attacking anybody. It was pointing out facts. Michelle read it a lot more aggressively than I would have read it. But I tend to read everything with like a milquetoast kind of a tone to begin with, because I understand that it's hard to emote in text. So I don't agree with Michelle's reading of it, I guess, is what I'm trying to point out there. I think that comment was on point.
soon got wind of this video and ran to Jaime's comment section on Facebook. So Jaime ended up posting this comment in her video after she posted. Someone tell me why people dislike her so much. What do you think about her videos? Well, the Amberverse people told her various reasons.
Ask a question, get an answer.
It could be the false essay claims she did against her ex, or the way she financially and verbally abuses all of her partners, maybe the way she lies to and manipulates her audience, or maybe the neglect of her pets. She is not a good person, and people's dislike of her has virtually nothing to do with her weight. Please do more research before you take a side. And then Jaime responded.
I don't think that was a bad comment either. I hope you guys can see the difference between the one comment where I was like, "Eeh," and these two comments, because these two comments are reasonable.
With this. LOL, I've heard it all. See, didn't I tell you in the beginning that she knows all of this, but she was like, whatever. But I don't personally believe we can really know someone because we see them make YouTube videos. Even if some of the accusations were true, nitpicking and berating someone for how they eat or how they pronounce words will not help them be a better person.
I mean, yes, Jaime has a point. I don't agree with Jaime about we can't really know someone based on their YouTube videos. I think even the most sterilized and closely critiqued video will still give away a person's personality and overall character in the long run, especially the longer you're on YouTube and that kind of stuff. Because I think of like Glitter and Lasers, Anna on Glitter and Lasers, she's extremely careful about the character that she puts forward about herself and her personal narrative online. she misses the mark a lot of the time, in my opinion. But even with Anna desperately trying to curate this image of herself, she slips up. And it's the slip ups that let us know what Anna's probably like in real life. Amber doesn't even try that hard, especially on YouTube anymore. I don't know what her TikTok. Well, her TikTok's a bunch of bullshit and thirst traps. There's no reason to try to judge who Amber is off of her TikTok because it's pointless. It's just vapid error. But Amber's been Amber's been documenting herself on YouTube for 10 years. And she has been active online for longer than that. You know, it's easy to put together a pretty accurate image of Amber. So I can't back Jaime up on that one. The nitpicking and berating someone for how they eat or how they pronounce words will not help them be a better person. I don't think people are trying to help Amber be a better person. I think the majority of people who are watching and critiquing Amber are past that. Like, we know it's not going to make a difference. We're just kind of talking amongst ourselves and maybe even kind of pointing out to the would-be watcher, you know, don't be that kind of person, you know, that kind of a thing. But yeah, I mean, in general, nitpicking and berating someone probably is not the best way to get someone to improve, but the only person that can improve someone is that person. You can't improve anyone. You can't change somebody who doesn't want to change.
Girl, I am not trying, nor is it my responsibility to help these types of people to be better individuals. I'm here to talk my shit and point out how your acting is ridiculous. That's all. I don't want to teach
And then there's that. Sometimes you just want to talk shit.
you to do anything. The comment didn't go over well, nor did it make a lot of sense, and Jaime must have had a change of heart because I tried to find it and it looks like she deleted it. The next comment is one of my favorite comments because it shows many people on Facebook would not have done the research. Also, they would just take Jaime's word that Amberlynn is this defenseless YouTuber just trying to live her life and everybody hates the way that she eats
I know which comment she's getting ready to say. It's pretty funny, actually.
spaghetti. All I see is a sweet and delightful woman. God damn it. I appreciate you for calling out the bullies. And then
Oh, Gretchen, you poor summer child.
the Amberverse people informed her as to why people don't like her, and she comes and edits her comment and says, "Thank you to everyone sharing more info." Hi, editing Michelle here, or I just finished filming Michelle and I just looked something up really quick. So I have this kind of little, let me show you, app on my YouTube where I can type in certain keywords on any type of video ever, and then it'll bring up any.
What is this app? I need this app because I'm just curious. I don't know if I'd ever actually use it for anything research related, but I want to be able to do this.
Of the comments that came up, or any of the comments that has this in the comment. And so I did this earlier today and I typed in Amber and that's where I got those comments of people talking about the Amber video that's on YouTube. And I just did it about 4 hours later, right now, this very moment, and there's absolutely 0 comments found. So it could be a bug right now, I don't know. But if it is not, then Jaime really does not want anybody talking about the Amber video on her Facebook.
See, that's where I was like, huh. I think Jaime put the Amber video on Facebook because she was trying to hide it. She was wrong. Unfortunately for her, it didn't work out that way. I don't think Jaime was trying to draw outside attention to her Facebook page. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I don't know if that's something that you want to do. Maybe if you're like a brand, you do, but for the most part, I honestly think Jaime was trying to hide the video, which doesn't work out perfectly, obviously, because why would you make the video in the first place if you didn't want people to see it? But I think that's why it's on Facebook, is because most of the Amberverse is on YouTube or other social media and not so much on Facebook. So there's that. But there's clearly enough overlap between Jaime and Amberlynn that it caught on. And like I said, you just need one person to find it. And wildfire.
All that's fine. But us talking about the hypocritical
Was that Trisha Paytas?
nature of individuals on the internet who are obese somehow shoves us straight to hell, and she has the moral high ground. Anyway, that is the recent drama with Jaime French against the girl world, the Amberverse, the Amber Lonies. I don't know, what else do you guys call yourself? You guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Remember, you do not have to be a size 2. Big biceps are wonderful to have to scare away all the boys,
Her arms are just amazing.
but not needed to be healthy. And if you are accumulating fat in your forehead, you got to get a hold of that. That's not me making fun of you. That's me saying that's just not good. I'll see you guys next time.
I love her. Yeah, I wanted to watch this. I wanted to watch about Jaime through Michelle because Michelle's points are what changed my overall opinion. Like, I still, how to put this? Jaime's video is ill-advised. She should not have done it in the first place. She definitely shouldn't have done it the way she did it. And I honestly took it to be Jaime was trying to start trouble with the Amberverse. And the only reason I could think of her wanting to do that was to drum up attention to her overall brand. Because that's the only thing that's going to come of it. Especially when she goes after certain reaction channels. It's going, those that have large followings are going to go to her channel and react poorly to her criticisms. So that was my take on it originally, but I was just kind of like, it's gonna run its course. Every time someone has criticized the Amberverse, it runs its course, and then it's over with. I still think that's what's going to happen. I mean, it clearly has. This was 6 days ago. I'm way late to the party. But after watching Michelle's video, she makes a really good argument about Jaime being pro-FA and pro-Haze, and I'm not a fan of fat acceptance or Haze, health at every size. So that did kind of color my view towards the video. So I guess at this point, I'm not critical of Jaime because of her criticalness of Amberlynn. Because Jaime makes some good points, but Jaime completely misses huge chunks. Like, and I think, as Michelle said, she did it on purpose. Jaime knows better. There's no way in hell she doesn't. So everything she did was intentional, which is like also the other reason why I'm like, I think she did it to get clicks. What confuses me is that she put it on Facebook, where I feel like she was hiding it on Facebook, and maybe she thought she was going to put it on Facebook, see how well it was received on Facebook. If it went over well, she was going to move it over to YouTube. I'm speculating. But again, when it comes to, I'm sure Amber isn't the only person on the internet that this is true about. But when it comes to Amberland and the Amberverse, all you need is one person to get wind of it, and it's out of your control at that point. So that's what's happened here. I think Jaime made a calculated risk. It did not work out in her favor. I'm probably still going to watch Jaime. I think she's funny. I don't watch every damn thing. I actually prefer her shorts over her actual deep dives because the shorts are quick and funny. And the deep dives, sometimes they just go on too long. So, hey, speaking of, yeah, if you made it this far and you liked the video, go ahead and put a demon down in the comments section. The little purple, the one I'm thinking of is a little purple demon emoji, but if there's another one on there that's a demon, feel free to share that too. And because Michelle, I'm sorry we didn't get the demon cosplay. If you've never seen Michelle do her cosplays, you're missing out. So anyway, if you've made it this far, go ahead and leave a demon down in the comments section. It just comes out weird. Go ahead and leave a comment if you would like. I am not pro Jaime through this, just before you guys start going nuts in my comment section. I'm pro Michelle. The comments that I've made throughout the video, so please, before again you come for me, at least give it a cursory watch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you again to my subscribers. Thank you again to my members. Thank you to the people that requested this video. I hope this is what you were expecting. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!